Yo, what's going on, fellow Bruce lovers? Today we're gonna go over some absolutely unhinged Survivor viewer reviews. Let's get straight into it. Mark Winstein said, way too much babble. Earlier season showed them catching food and building shelters. Adding an extra 30 minutes without adding any more challenges, just a lot more talking. Well, Mark, who wants more challenges? Like, what is wrong with you? I don't think Mark here understands that, they can't show them making shelters after the shelter's already made, so, like, do you want them to burn down the shelter every episode? Like, what do you... And then Mary Lillian says, I am disgusted by tonight's show. The women come across as inauthentic and incredibly inappropriate. First they are upset, then they deny being upset. I don't want to watch anymore. And one person found this review helpful, so that's pretty cool. Now, I'm not 100% sure what this is in reference to, but I'm gonna assume the Applebee's Meltdown by Liz Wilcox. Evan Howard Gale says, I really don't like the way they say you have to lie, especially if kids are watching it. Like the one contestant said, all you have to do is lie. I do not like it. Just don't, like... Lying is part of the freaking game! Evan Sherry says, didn't watch for a while, but eventually went forward from season 25. I had to quit watching when Tony won season 28. That man has no honor. He openly said vows are just words. This leads me to believe he probably cheats on his wife and is a corrupt cop, as vows are involved in those relationships as well. Wu played a much better game, making it to the end without all the lies, cheating, and conniving. His mom still has to struggle with huge medical bills, but hey, at least Tony's daughter gets with what every 4 months old needs: a pink chandelier. I've lost all respect for a game and franchise that promotes the worst in humanity. I think Sherry is actually mentally unstable because there's not a single individual on this planet that thinks Wu played a better game than Tony. Like, what are you actually on, Buster Brown? And RW says, this show is so fixed. Jeff decides the outcome of the votes via his questions and who he chooses to ask the questions to. As an example, Q wanted off. Why vote? Anyone else said they wanted off, they were off. They also chose what they want to show you. Venus. Only a few people were shown as voting for her, but then it was an overwhelming vote. Don't get me started on the prize. How many years and it's still 1,000,000? No cars, no vacation, nothing but money in the producers and Jeff's pockets. This is not a game of outwit or outlast. It promotes lying and stealing from players' personal property. The reason they don't show all the votes is to make it more suspenseful, you absolute idiotic doofus. Like, what is wrong with your brain, buddy? Next up, we have Piranha Sam Asadaram. The game's players playing are all great to watch. Their game spirit, confidence, level strategy, and game planning. Everything is great, but the show is not that good because deserving contestants are all easily voted out by the Fox group. Then they will play with the weakest or the one who are nice with them. What is this? Survival of the fittest means one who comes least 3 place in every immunity challenge can be eligible for eliminated by voting out them. I think a sentence in this statement actually like just describes the entire thing. What is this? Sathis says, it's all scripted with full camera crews and others roaming around with participants. Obviously, because it's a show. Never felt like a reality game show. Worst editing and background music. Right from episode 1, it's very clearly poor editing, very few good players, and very few good participants. which good players and good that's the same thing, brother. Also, they made this review a year ago and are complaining about the first episode's freaking editing when it's over 20 years old. And this person said, I have watched Survivor from the very first season. I am appalled that not only did Survivor, but also Big Brother decide to make it so that black people are winners. I have never in my life been able to watch TV and see that it's a racist. My two favorite shows, Big Brother and Survivor, are Big Brother have to vote everybody that was wiped out, so they all had was black people left, and it looks like Survivor's doing the same thing. I am so disappointed in people's racism against white people. That's what's really happening if you want. And I'm confused that not only 13 people found this helpful, but somehow 13 people read that and understand what the freak they were trying to say. Yeah, I mean, white people have it so freaking hard nowadays. It's like, we didn't win a Survivor season? That's like not being able to eat at a diner because you're black, you know what I'm saying, man? And then Jeffrey says, I am totally turned off by the gayness on Survivor. This show has lost me, my family, my friends, and neighbors forever. I am done with this show. No good anymore. It also appears to me that Jeff Probst eats up the gayness with a spoon, loving it very much. Wow, has the show gone downhill? Let me be clear. I love all people, but don't flaunt your gay agenda on national TV. People out, fellow citizens, Jeff S. I really don't know what Jeff means by he's not watching the show anymore, because the first winner was an openly gay guy, so like, huh? This person says, this is a truly stupid show with poorly written script, uncharismatic cast, uninterested judges, and a really badly designed premise. This so-called reality show is actually a bunch of uninterested amateur actors who are only there to earn a paycheck. The apparently exotic and tropical settings of the show is an affront to actual tropical islands in Africa, Southern Asia, and South America. The clothing worn throughout this show is cultural appropriation and can be very offensive to people from indigenous tribes. Lastly, I am outraged with the way that this show portrays women and never has any women winners. 0 out of 10. I 100% agree with everything this person just said, actually. And then First Class said, why would you give winners another chance? They are already millionaires. How about taking those who were running off first and give them their own season to play again? Definitely a leftist-based program. Let's see the underdogs have a chance. I used to enjoy watching a little bit. Really do not like the lying, backstabbing, and immoral processes. Not a good example to people for the strength of the games. However, the unethical aspect has caused me to find another program to watch. Man, this person calls Survivor leftist because it brought back winners. They would die if they saw the new era. And then William says, my opinion is it's a great show to watch. The only thing I hate seeing is the same team loses the first 3 weeks of the program. It would be nice to see something new. We as fans pay to watch your show through our money, through your commercials. Change groups each week to be different. I want to see a different group, please, each week in. It is not a laughing matter to lose. It's like bullying someone just because they lose. I don't think this person understands how Survivor works, but you should watch Survivor season 47 because that actually happened, so yeah. And then Owen said, kinda gender stereotypical and definitely not scientifically accurate. I don't even know what that means. Well, guys, that's gonna be the end of this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to smack that like button and subscribe, and here's the outro song.
Subscribe or Bruce will be very sad, and Venus the Stinkest will be mega glad. And make sure to comment about how much Survivor sucks, and about how Liz loves Applebee's even though it's butt, and hit the notification bell, because if you don't, like Q says, it will be a big mistake.
Hey everybody, this is Bruce here for season 45 Survivor. Now I, Bruce, the greatest Survivor player to ever exist, demand that all of you subscribe to Meme View, that's M-E-M-E, View, and hit the like button, or if you don't, you end up like me on season 44, alright? You don't want that, do you? Peace.